All right, now away from matters to do with roads and the case in which a medical doctor wants the female genital mutilation legalized in the country is set to resume today. The High Court in Machakos adjourned the case in February this year to allow parties in the case to file more affidavits. Dr. Tatu Kamau, the petitioner, says females, especially adults, should be allowed to make choices regarding their bodies without being restricted by legislation.
But I amended the petition, and I would have expected them to look at the amendments that I have made, make some comment also, like how Ms. Jam has said, see whether their role still applies before, now I come back and, now answer or make any response. Like now I can respond to Ms. Jam because I've heard that they have looked at the amendment and they feel that they still have a role. I have not even heard from the Attorney General's office. There's been no response and they were served on 29th of November. So I also find that I've got nothing to work on because I did my part. And now I don't know what to react on from their side.
All right, so now that case is, like I mentioned, ongoing today at the Machakos High Court, and we'll be bringing the latest details to you here on News Center. But moving on back to our top story this morning, the High Court has put on hold digital land transactions launched by the Ministry of Lands early this month. This is after the Law Society of Kenya moved to court to challenge the automation of land transactions, saying there was no consultation with relevant stakeholders. The LSK contends that the ministry embarked on digitization without the necessary legal framework, the input of the National Land Commission, and without subjecting the process to public participation as required by law. All right, so we'll be going back to that top story. Remember, I also mentioned that we have a conversation here in studio with regards to that. And also our Twitter poll, which I'm seeing a number of tweets on it. We are asking you what you think is the biggest impediment, really, to achieving land reforms here in the country. Talk to me, KTN News Center is the hashtag, or tweet me at Betty M. Kello. There you go on your screens. We're asking you this morning, what do you think is the biggest impediment to achieving land reforms here in the country? We'll be having that discussion in a matter of minutes. But before that happens, but still on matters to do with land, the Ministry of Lands, in conjunction with the Taita Taveta County Government, has completed the adjudication exercise across Voi, Taveta, Wundanyi and Mwatate and issued title deeds to residents. The County Land Adjudication Office has said it will ensure that 3 million residents receive their titles. Governor Granton Samboja has, however, expressed concern over gender parity in land ownership, saying the number of women who own land in the country is still low.
Kangombe mwaega gatsi. Gilbert Momburi.
Nimechukua hizi nani kwa sababu hizi ni za watoto wangu. Niko na watoto 7. Niko na bibi 3. Na nimefikiria kuchukulia familia yangu kwa sababu ili mambo ya ardhi yetu isipotee. Ndiyo maana nikasimamia na nikajisikia kwamba nichukulie familia yangu yote, watoto wangu pamoja na wakazawana na hata wengine ni wajukuu.
Ningeomba ingekuwa inawezekana serikali tuunge mkono na hizi title deed ziweze kupewa katika ikitolewa iandikwe jina la mzee na jina la mama.
Taita Taveta tumeweza kumaliza miradi za kulaza mashamba. kama mwaka jana tumepeana around 60,000 titles within the county. Kuna lile lengo letu la Ministry of Lands ya kuweza kupatiana 3 million titles. Na kwa sasa karibu tunaelekea around 2.8 million titles tumeweza kupeana.
Tumekubaliana kila sehemu ya kaunti hii mahali wananchi wanahitaji kupewa titles, wapewe titles zao bila kusumbuliwa. Na kazi hiyo tutaifanya kila mahali bila kupendelea. Nyinyi mwahakikishia ya kwamba title mpata. Msijaribu kupitisha transfer yoyote ya title deed yoyote kutoka sehemu hii. Watu wamepewa title deed ni zao na familia zao na urithi wao wa leo na kesho kutwa.